The Home Affairs Department has published a draft white paper on marriages in South Africa titled Outlawing of Child Marriages in South Africa. The document recommends that no one under the age of 18 should be permitted to marry. Currently, Section 26 of the Marriages Act of 1961 allows girls over the age of 16 to get married with the consent of the minister. To share his views on the proposed amendments, child rights activist Petros Majola joins us now via Zoom. Petros, thank you for your time. What's your reaction to the amendment?
We welcome, good morning to you and the viewers. I'm sorry, I just responded to your question.
No,
we welcome we welcome this initiative, this development, because I remember when we lost another case before the case was even opened, when the child was 16, and we tried to rescue the child because she asked for help. And then when we arrived 2 days later, she already changed her mind to say, for that matter, I am 16 and I can consent. So to us, we really welcome it. We have been dealing with the issues of child marriages in the province of the Eastern Cape, where young girls as young as 14 years were forced into arranged marriages by parents in exchange for cash. And it deprived them a right to education because they are now trapped in those marriages. Some of them came out of those marriages in a very, very bitter battle of divorce. They have got children. They could not even finish grade 11 or grade 10. So to us, it's a milestone. It's a great achievement because it will help. But at the same time, if you look at this harmful traditional practice, I still believe that our people will still continue to do it, despite the fact that it would be coming to an end. But that will give us more power to enforce the law, to lobby government support, to increase the level of awareness in our people. So it gives us a weapon when we go to do the road shows, to do these community meetings.
Petros, that was going to be my next question, is how are we going to police these laws? Because people will still continue to do it and they'll keep it hush-hush. So how do we change mindsets to make sure that we don't get a situation where people are breaking the law and forcing children into marriages?
It needs an approach which would be clever enough to say, police are trained to understand the laws. NPA is trained to understand the laws. I know that they do their own trainings. I'm not saying they are not trained, but when something new is introduced, everyone in the field has to be trained. The civil society organizations, the traditional leaders, and all stakeholders, so that when a child has been forced into arranged marriage, then we all work together and the courts in South Africa to impose very, very harsh sentences to those who still practice this harmful traditional system of forcing young girls to leave schools. Because in some cases, they say, don't worry, you will still continue with your studies, even if you are married. But we know that they are lying because we have come across children who are no longer in school, who do not have any academic qualifications because they were forced to get married at ages of 12, 13. I remember in the Eastern Pondoland, other children were forced to marry or to get married from age 11. And now, what does that child know at the age of 11? Because she still needs guidance and the care of her own mother.
Yeah. Petros, thank you so much for joining us. A very, very worrying problem, and glad that we are moving in the right direction to solve it. Child rights activist Petros Majola.